Logan Paul is widely recognized as one of the most influential people in the world. His podcasts and YouTube channels are largely responsible for his rise to fame. He has a deal with the WWE for the SmackDown brand and is also active in his acting and boxing industries. However, despite his fame, he's also one of the personalities with a dubious image due to a number of controversies. One of his most recent scandals is CryptoZoo. In August of 2021, Paul started advertising the CryptoZoo cryptocurrency game.
Number first, CryptoZoo.co. I'm going to tease it. That's all I'm going to say about it now because we're finishing up the development.
It was on his podcast Impulsive where he made the initial announcement about the blockchain-based game and stated that he was one of the brains behind it. In the course of the podcast episode, Paul made a statement in which he claimed to have spent $1 million on the development of the game in order to get it off the ground. He also assured handcrafted NFTs would be given to investors. "It's so fun, it can earn you money. I think my game is going to make some waves," Logan Paul said. Paul has about 28 million subscribers across all of his channels on YouTube, including his primary channel and his podcast. In addition, he has 24 million followers on Instagram and 16 million on TikTok. To put it this way, he possessed the type of audience that's essential for generating interest in a game that would promise to make people money. So what is CryptoZoo, you ask? CryptoZoo is described as an autonomous ecosystem that allows zookeepers to buy, sell, and trade exotic animals and hybrids. It incorporates cryptocurrency and non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, into a simple fun game with familiar mechanics. The idea that drives the game is quite intriguing in and of itself. The in-game NFT can be purchased by CryptoZoo players, take the form of an egg, and after it's hatched, the player receives an animal. Players have the ability to create rare varieties of animals by breeding them in the game. The rarer the animal breed is, the greater the opportunity to amass in-game cryptocurrency through the game's native token, which is called Zoo Token. This is the in-game token that players need to purchase before they can even consider purchasing an NFT egg. The game model is not new in the crypto world. It's used in a variety of games called Play to Earn. The first edition of CryptoZoo was released at the end of 2021, and the roadmap for the game revealed that further games were supposed to be released the year before CryptoZoo joined the metaverse in the fourth quarter of 2022. It's reasonable to assume that CryptoZoo has deviated from its original course. The only thing that has been completed on the roadmap so far is the launch of version 1 of the game. This doesn't include the ability to breed animals, which was a significant component of CryptoZoo's advertising strategy. In essence, breeding would make it possible for players to construct their own NFTs, which would then be able to make their way into the metaverse settings. According to the product plan for CryptoZoo, Paul assured the community that they would soon be able to enter the metaverse with their pets. However, the vast majority of the objects listed on the product roadmap have yet to be completed. Recently, a cryptocurrency fraud investigator by the name of Steven Fiendison, better known on YouTube as CoffeeZilla, started a 3-part video series about CryptoZoo. He referred to it as a scam. CoffeeZilla spoke to investors from around the world who claimed to have purchased CryptoZoo for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. Needless to say, they were upset with Paul as a result of their purchase because they never received what was promised. CoffeeZilla accused Paul of defrauding investors with worthless digital products. Logan responded to the allegations thrown by CoffeeZilla and said, "You've successfully used my name for views and money. You can definitely hatch and even breed your animals." Paul made an effort to rebuke CoffeeZilla's charges by stating that he was canned by a criminal while working on CryptoZoo. Paul identified Zach Kelling as the individual who was responsible for developing the game's code and then escaping to Switzerland with it, while simultaneously demanding $1 million as ransom. Paul goes into detail about Kelling's criminal history, but fails to add to his defense that he willingly engaged Kelling to work on the project even though he was aware of Kelling's history. However, CoffeeZilla himself in his investigation spoke to Zach Kelling, also known as ZZ, stated that he indeed took the source code and used it in the development of the game and flew to Switzerland. But it was not for criminal intent. He said that the manager of Logan Paul's development team offered them up to $1 million to develop the program for the game. However, Paul's team refused to pay. He also revealed that the NFTs advertised as handcrafted were not handcrafted after all. They were JPEG images sourced from Adobe stock photos. In addition, one of the lead developers handling the CryptoZoo project said that Paul owes the 30-man development team 5% of the total native Zoo coins. The action by Z caused the game to be basically unplayable. In the same investigation, CoffeeZilla spoke to those who invested in the promised handcrafted NFTs. The majority of those investors lost as much as $500,000 investing in an edited stock photo. These so-called eggs wouldn't even hatch for the investors. This made a lot of fans furious, and they lost trust in Logan Paul. Paul has been accused of pushing cryptocurrency schemes on more than one occasion, so this is not the first time. In July 2021, he spread the word about a worthless cryptocurrency named Dinkdoink, which promptly lost all of its value. The revelations in CoffeeZilla's investigation had a negative impact on Logan Paul's image. Because of this, he apologized through his Discord regarding the CryptoZoo controversy. "I will be taking accountability, apologizing, and coming forward with a plan in the near future," Logan said. In another video that has since been made public, he expressed his apologies not only to CoffeeZilla, but also for the manner in which CryptoZoo unfolded. Logan Paul initially claims that his reaction to CoffeeZilla's video was an ego flare, and that he was defensive since he has never scammed anyone with this project. He ended his video by offering an apology for the whole ordeal and stating that he wants his supporters to know that they can trust him.
"I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for how this has unfolded thus far, and I want people to know that they can trust me and that I'll always take care of the fans and people who support me."
In the same video, Paul also provided an explanation of what will occur in the future by outlining a three-step strategy. First, Logan Paul and his manager, Jeff Levine, will burn their CryptoZoo tokens. This will ensure they no longer have any potential financial gain from participating in the game. Second, they will roll out a rewards program that will enable customers who have purchased CryptoZoo eggs to get a return for the initial fee of 0.1 Ether. Paul stated that he's putting his own money into this venture by contributing 1,000 Ether, which is equivalent to more than $1.5 million at the time of this recording. Step 3 of Paul's strategy is to complete CryptoZoo and make it available to players, which came as a shock to a lot of people. He then goes on to explain the specific functionality that is still planned to be a part of CryptoZoo, which is oddly labeled with fine print on the video, noting that the details are subject to change. In spite of this, early adopters of CryptoZoo who are somehow still optimistic about the project should consider taking Paul up on his offer of a refund, because the value of NFTs and cryptocurrencies is expected to be significantly different from 2021 compared to how it's currently valued. The CryptoZoo teasers that are now accessible suggest that a redesigned version of the game will be released sometime in either 2023 or 2024. When CryptoZoo first started selling eggs, Ethereum had a considerably higher value than it does now, which is why Paul's offer of reimbursement through the rewards program doesn't change the fact that the situation is still terrible. The value of the reimbursement of Ethereum will be less than half of what it was on the initial investment. On the other hand, this is probably still significantly more valuable than that of a CryptoZoo egg, and the value of Ethereum has the potential to increase indefinitely, but the value of CryptoZoo may never increase. It's impossible to predict whether or not Paul will be forgiven by his followers, but at the very least, there is some type of compensation for those who supported CryptoZoo. Will Logan Paul regain the trust of his fans and supporters? Can people still trust him despite this controversy? Will a redesigned CryptoZoo be able to rise up from this very huge monetary scandal? Only time will tell.